Hi everybody, it's Janet here from the Jackson Lehman YMCA, hoping to give you another inspirational post on our Facebook page to help get you through the crazy time again that we're going through with staying at home and our social distancing. So what I want to talk about today is actually a hymn, the hymn "It Is Well With My Soul." I've been watching Facebook recently, as most of us have, and there was a virtual choir that posted singing this song, and it really touched me. This is one of my favorite hymns, and actually I have a plaque on my desk at the Y that says "It Is Well." I love music, and I'm missing singing in my church choir, as maybe some of you are as well. So I have a book that is a devotional book that takes one hymn a day and talks about that hymn, the history of that hymn, and tries to tie it to a scripture. And I thought maybe you might enjoy this one today because ironically it has an odd connection to what we're going through right now. Here goes. Horatio Spafford, he was a 43-year-old Chicago businessman. He suffered financial disaster in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. He and his wife were still grieving over the death of their son shortly before the fire, and he realized they needed to get away for a vacation. Knowing that their friend, Dwight Moody, was going to be preaching an evangelistic campaign in England that fall, Spafford decided to take the entire family to England on a ship. So his wife and his 4 daughters went ahead on the SS Ville de Havre, and he planned to follow in a few days. But on the Atlantic Ocean, the ship was struck by an iron sailing vessel and sank within 12 minutes. 226 lives were lost, including their 4 daughters. When the survivors were brought to shore at Cardiff, Wales, Mrs. Spafford cabled her husband, and the only thing it said was "saved alone." Spafford booked passage on the next ship, and as they were crossing the Atlantic, the captain pointed out the place where he thought that the Ville de Havre had gone down. That night, Spafford penned the words, "When sorrows like sea billows roll, it is well with my soul." So if you have a chance, think back to that hymn, "It is well with my soul," because right now we're struggling. We're struggling spiritually, we're struggling financially possibly for some people. I know I'm struggling not being able to see people that I work with every day or seeing my family. I have a new great niece that was just born that I'm not able to see right now either. But oddly enough, looking at the history of this hymn, knowing that this man had suffered so much loss and so much turmoil, and what he must have been going through, maybe mirroring that with what some of us are going through right now, he still found a way to thank God and to know that things were going to be okay. And him and his wife knew that it was well with their souls. So maybe you can take some comfort in that. Maybe you can dig deep in your soul and pray to God, look to Scripture, and know that things are going to be okay. So I want to close with the scripture that is listed with this devotion for this day in this hymn. It's from Romans chapter 5, verse 2 through 4. "We rejoice in the hope of the glory of God. Not only so, but we also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and hope." Thanks again. See you next week. Bye-bye.